switch back. It's too late to look back. Ain't okay, I got no way to switch back. Switch back, 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 switch back. It's too late to look back. Switch back. It's too late to look back. No way to switch back. It's too late to look back. Ain't okay, I got no way to switch back. At the edge of the hellfire, it's the end of an empire. In the line of the gunfire, it's the end of an empire. Again, again, again. It's the end of an empire. A start, an end, a rise and fall. No system eternal and no one immortal. Creation all, but then it's destruction. We cannot change the fate of civilization. Start and rebel, symbols of power. Rise, fall, It's the end of an empire at the close of a lifetime. It's the end of an empire.
Hello, hello, everyone. How are we going? Today, I have. Okay, it's been a long time since my last interview with someone else. Let's say maybe like 10 years. Let's just say it's been like 10 years, and my previous. Let me actually get the microphone right here. Cut it up to the microphone. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, it's been a while since my last interview with someone. It's been like 10 years. Our last interview was with a music artist called No DJ. He's a good friend. But today, we are interviewing George Vanous. I hope I didn't butcher your name, bro. I am so sorry if I butchered your name. But hey, he is the CEO of Freedom and MGN. Give it up for George. We're going to invite him to the call. Say, let's see how this goes, and let's hope I don't break anything. I probably broke everything just then. Hello. Hey, George.
Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? Now let me just get you.
Doing well. Let me just turn on my video. What's on my camera? One sec here.
No problem. Here we go. We're about to bring you up on the feed.
Yes. Haha.
Once Australian internet loads up, I guess.
There we go.
there we got it. We got it going. We got it going. There we go. There's George, the CEO and founder of Freedom and MGN himself.
With a ducky pillow.
With a pillow. Alright. Didn't expect that. But hey, there we go. I'm sure many random things will happen. And I'm glad to actually talk to you properly in voice chat, George.
Yeah, it's the first time. Happy to be here.
It is. It is. So, how are you been, George?
Very good. It's dark here in Dubai. I'll show you my outside.
It's beautiful.
And this is my setup, my green screen. Basically a green fabric hung behind me.
That is awesome, dude. Hey, my first green screen was just a bunch of sheets of crafted green paper on the wall. It was horrible.
Hey, whatever
works.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. What do you think of Vanous technology with the RTX removing the background and stuff using AI?
Hey, I don't have the hardware yet. I need to get the RTX 3080 to try because it doesn't work on the GTX. So as soon as I get the RTX, I will let you know. But it looks great from the videos I've seen.
It's beautiful, trust me. I've actually used it for myself a few times on stream and it works amazing. Like, I have pretty bad lighting for my setup. It's pretty bad. And it actually works pretty good. So I reckon if you do have a RTX card, definitely use it if it works pretty good.
Yeah, I will try it out.
I will send you a demo. Alright, so you've been in the YouTube scene for a pretty long time from your past years, like ages.
10 years. My first video was Age of Conan, Swimming in Moonlight, and that was in 2010.
Really? Damn. That was your first video?
Yeah, I was playing Age of Conan and I decided to upload that to YouTube. Then we got into World of Warcraft, the Cataclysm before the expansion launched. We got 3 beta keys. That's how we started TGN. It was born from TGN World of Warcraft.
Nice. That is freaking awesome. Which we are going with, with MGN, you're pretty much doing the same thing, but with Shadowlands, if I'm not mistaken.
It's all over. It's repeating again, this time with Shadowlands instead of Cataclysm as the expansion.
Hey, hell yeah. Mr. Stories, it's been a while since I've seen you, George. Damn, TGN. Hey, go to mgn.tm, just saying, and go to the community forums, join the Discord for Freedom and MGN and the forums. We got a massive update coming soon, and it's gonna be awesome. Just saying. Well, that's as much as I'm gonna push that update, but hey. But anyways,
yeah, I'm looking forward to it too.
yeah. So from your early days of doing TGN, and I know that you started NETV with the Playlinks, I think it was. I can't remember.
That's right. We had affiliate marketing links for gamers, which people were putting beneath their video descriptions, beneath their videos on YouTube. And that was before we got the YouTube license to become an MCN. And we used that as part of the pitch to YouTube to get a full contract and launched Freedom in December 1st, 2013, 7 years ago.
Damn, we're old. Holy damn. 7 years old. How much have you learned from TGN days to like rebuilding again with Freedom?
Yeah, it's a lifetime. Feels like a lifetime of experience. Those 7 years have been a long learning experience. And before that, TGN was a good 3 years of a learning experience.
Hey, that's awesome. Okay. Hang on. Let me just shut down chat for a second there. It's distract me. Chat always distracts me. But it's always good to say hi and stuff like that. So with your experience with MGN and TGN, Freedom, NETV, building your way up from there, what was the hardest parts of building up Freedom of
It's always the
building
start.
up from scratch?
Starting from zero is the most challenging, difficult part of any new business, any new YouTube channel, any new website. Everyone will probably say the same. The start is the hardest. You have to have good people, good team, good vision, work your ass off, and yeah, it tends to work.
Wait, I agree with that. I mean, there's a lot of people that start from, like, any great community has always started from the number 0, and they always
Yes.
grew from it. And
well, the other option is you could buy into a community. You could acquire a brand, rebrand it, and call that your new brand. We've never done that before.
I say just. Alright, to be honest, I think that's probably the worst way of going about it. Things, because communities won't have the actual community members won't have the trust unless you build it with them.
Oh yeah, everyone likes to be part of something from the beginning and help it grow. They feel it's more fulfilling, it's more real.
Yeah, exactly. So, let me see if sorry, I'm not actually organized with this stuff. I am pretty bad. This is why live streaming is awesome, because it just gives the raw content. Oh god, there's 40 responses! Damn it!
Hey, that's good. I see a question from Dare Sky. Was there a booking for Microsoft and other companies that was not exciting? It was not for me. I discovered I'm not excited about building other people's visions. I'm more excited about building something in a community together with other like-minded entrepreneurs. So yeah, I never thought about giving up or trying something else because there was nothing else for me.
Hey, I love that answer, to be honest. Cheers, this guy. Just for the question. Alright. Freedom.
I was reading it from the YouTube live chat.
Yeah,
That was Dare
yeah.
Sky who just asked.
What do you feel you're most proud of since starting Freedom from brand and?
Well, I'm most proud of the Freedom
Brad,
family growing together and working as one team. Brad is the newest addition to that family. He will be starting our Destiny 2 community and website. So you'll be seeing a lot more of him. But yeah, I feel most proud of the partners that are working with us to grow together.
Hey, that's awesome. Do you like the changes that have changed with Discord? I butchered that thing a lot for the past 2 weeks. Like, that server was a mess, just saying, dude. So I had to fix that up for MGN. But, alright, so here's our question from the Google Doc forum that we had. Freedom has had the same logo since its opening. Any plans for a fresh look to the Freedom in the future in terms of the logo?
Okay, there's something wrong with my headset. I'm not hearing half of your words. Let me just not use the headset, see if that'll work.
Hang on.
Can you repeat it again there?
Alright. It's actually probably my mic with software and stuff cutting it out.
Okay,
Freedom,
yeah. It seems like it loses the first few syllables of all of your questions, and then like every few words it drops. Is it like you have push to voice or push to talk or something?
No, it's probably the compressor.
Okay. Anyway, please ask the question again. I'll listen more closely.
Alright. So Freedom has had the same logo since its opening, right? Any plans
Freedom has had
for
the same spirit, you said?
same logo since its opening?
A logo, yes, same branding. It's the F with the triangles representing the community coming together.
Yep. Any plans of making a fresh new look for Freedom in the future, logo wise?
Well, our goal is actually to launch communities within Freedom, like MGN Destiny 2, which Brad just chatted with here in the YouTube live chat. So we'll have logos for each of those communities. I think that's where we will create some fresh branding, where we're combining like a Destiny 2 themed logo into the MGN logo. And we also have Freedom Games, which is our game publishing division. That's a different take on the F. It's more of it's a similar but unique style. So as we launch new divisions, like Freedom Music will be a new division we're hoping to launch in 2021. That'll also have like a variation on the F.
Hey, that's awesome. Okay. Here's another question going. Why you don't approve big active channels without required views in the last month? Say the viewership requirement.
Yeah, we have increased it because YouTube basically makes it anti-small channel. They've created these barriers that prevent small channels from joining a network. And they've also created punishments for MCNs if we have more than a certain number of abuse events. So we have to also raise the bar for partnership into freedom, because right now we have 2,000 channels in the network and we're in a good place. But when we had 6,000 channels in the network, we just had trouble staying beneath their numbers. And they've dropped the numbers. So what are the numbers? Before, it used to be 1,000 channels in the last 90 days that could have something wrong, like a terminated channel. Then it dropped to 50 channels in the last 90 days. That was in 2018, March 1st. And now it's dropped to 30 channels in the last 90 days that can have an abuse event, which means a demonetization, YPP suspension, or a termination. And that's tough when you have 5,000 channels. So we found between 2,000 to 3,000 is the sweet spot. And we may grow beyond that once we get better at understanding the channels in our network. But that's why we raised our bar, because we just have to stay within YouTube's boundaries.
Yeah, that's fair enough, because I'm pretty sure within the last year, YouTube has made it in their policies that any CMS owner is responsible for partners, like full-on partnered channels affiliated with them to receive punishment if I'm not wrong, because ever since the CMS owners that abuse the content ID system with a PewDiePie song of false flagging everyone, they started rolling out punishments for CMS owners for that abuse.
Well,
Like,
for an MCN, the only abuse events that count against us for this 30 that are allowed within 90 days are total YPP suspension of a channel, total demonetization of a channel, or termination of a channel. So if you have like a video demonetized or you get a strike, it's okay. That doesn't count against us, against the 30. But the ones I just described do. But for the channel, of course, if your channel gets a strike, they cannot live stream, they have other limitations, so it certainly affects the channel. There's different rules at different levels. YouTube is always making it stricter and more difficult, but that's because they also are scaling and have to deal with advertisers and political issues like how the US fined Google $170 million for their non-COPA compliance, which created all this made for kids concepts on YouTube.
Yeah, I remember that.
They have big problems as well to deal with in GDPR, the EU data protection regulations. So
yeah,
they're not doing it just to be difficult. They have their reasons.
yeah, I do understand that point of view, but it's also harder for companies like yourself and also for content creators at the same time. No matter if you're a YouTuber on YouTube or a streamer on Twitch, it's very hard, especially if you're gonna have to balance different types of laws at the same time. But there's also a different culture between YouTube and Twitch as well.
Showtime is asking if freedom is safe in the future. Of course. I mean, we do a very good job of adapting to the YouTube's policies and rules. And we've, lately, the most recent big news is YouTube invited me to speak at their conference in Europe. I got to be a speaker at the YouTube Summit. And it was the first time I was speaking at a major YouTube event. It was a 3-day event with like hundreds of YouTube staff and MCN executives. It wasn't like a VidCon where it's open to the public. It was invite only. And it's basically for all the MCNs and the YouTube staff to get together. And yeah, I got to speak at the event about freedom.
Woo! Sorry, I had to. Alright, just for the question chill time, I was actually looking at your question in the Google Doc. Cheers. Alright, another question in the Google Forms. My channel got rejected. Subscribers 69,000.2k subscribers. I haven't posted since last month. And my channel is active, as you can see from last videos. I don't know what you mean, but
the best way to get a personalized answer to a channel review is to email support@freedom.tm. We have a team that does nothing but respond to questions, and so they will be able to give a good answer.
there you go. Email them. Email them. I'm pretty sure that was Chilltime's question. Oh wait, Brad had a good question. What is the daily routine for you when you're not working, and what does a day off with George look like? From Brad. And yes, this stream will be uploaded later on. Did you get the question?
Sorry, did you ask a question? It cut out there.
Brad asked, what is the daily routine for you when you're not working?
My daily routine is I pretty much sit in this chair for like 12 hours, and then I try to get some exercise by going 1 hour to the gym where I do some cycling and weight training. And then I play with the kids. I have 4 children, 4 girls. So we try to have some family time, and then I go to sleep. So yeah, that's about my day.
Nice, nice. Oh, how old were you when you first became a father, if I may ask? And if my mic cut it off. How old were you when you first became a father?
Yeah, I mean, that was with Avienda 11 years ago. She's 11 today. And it was the most amazing thing in my life because I've always been around kids. I was a kid not too long ago, but having your own child, you have to experience it. There's no way to explain it except you feel something change inside you. It's almost like, when you become a teenager, you feel something change inside you, hormones rushing through your head. Suddenly you have urges you never had before. Something similar happens when you get your first child. You kind of internally turn into someone else because now your baby is this person that you care for that is an extension of you and your wife. And, you can't experience, if you haven't experienced it, you can't really know what I'm talking about. But it's amazing. And yeah, we decided to do it 3 more times. So 4th was the charm. No more though. Time out.
How old were you when you had your first child? Were you like 20, 25, or? Yeah. Let me find another question. What was your age when you created Freedom from Chill Time?
Well, I'm 45 years old now. So I started Freedom 7 years ago. So I was 38 at the time.
Yeah.
Was that the question? How old was I when I started Freedom? Maybe I misunderstood the question.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the question. What do you think sets an average creator apart from who has a lot of potential to grow their channel?
Sorry, I'm still having trouble hearing it. Something about potential?
Yeah, don't worry. I'll probably I'm gonna re-send the questions to you in Discord to make it easier.
Here we go. What do you think sets an average creator apart from a creator who has a lot of potential to grow their channel? It's just commitment and dedication. You have to put in the work. You have to collaborate with others. And the people who are successful are those that just never give up and, get that video out, 3, 4 videos a week, have a schedule, treat it like a job. That's the way to succeed, in my opinion. It's like working out. If you are trying to reshape your body, you can't do it once a week here and there when you feel like it. You have to push yourself and commit to it. And I think being a creator is no different.
Vanous. Any YouTube channels you've seen lately that you are surprised has less subscribers than you expect to?
Okay, again, something about less subscribers.
Yeah, I'm just gonna repost
Any
the
YouTube channel
question.
you've seen lately that you surprised has a lot less subscribers? Oh yeah. I mean, there's a lot of channels that you see a lot of effort, but very few subscribers. I mean, in Freedom, we have 120 channels with over 1 million subscribers, and everybody else is under 1 million. And how many are even like under like what, 5,000? I would say more than half. So there's a huge gap between the channels that are big and the number of channels that are small and deserving to be big. So it's a problem. We don't know how to solve it in general, except, as I said, good hard work and collaboration, and you grow slowly over time.
Hey, nice. Nice. I love that answer.
I see the Rybold asked a question on Twitch. He asked, howdy, what's next for Freedom Games?
Yeah,
So as you know, Freedom Games is the game publishing division of Freedom that we launched, what is it now? 5 months ago. 5 months ago, we launched with one game, Dreamscaper. Second game on October 23rd was Jetboard Joust. We have 7 more games already signed
Pog.
and waiting for the launch date. So they will all launch in 2021 at different months. But you can be sure there is a lot of cool things going on for upcoming games. One of our games did a Kickstarter and raised over $100,000 US on their Kickstarter. So we'll be launching more Kickstarters, and I'll be making videos announcing each as they become live. So yeah, lots of exciting things happening for Freedom Games.
That is awesome. That's pretty awesome considering you started up the division like 6 months ago. That is pretty impressive.
We have a good team. Yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome. What's your thoughts on restreaming to multiple platforms for a bigger reach? So I'll press that.
What are my thoughts for restreaming? I think it's a good idea. I think you should stream to all 3 platforms, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, and YouTube, and try to build your audience on each platform. We upload our videos to Facebook, to Twitter, to LinkedIn, and to YouTube. And we do it not by embedding links in a post. We actually upload the video to each platform. And each one has different limitations. Like Twitter has a maximum video length of 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So obviously we have to, re-render the video to fit Twitter's length. LinkedIn has a 10-minute maximum video length. Facebook has no limit. And we've seen good results from all 4 platforms when uploading videos. Live streaming, I can't give you any advice on because I don't live stream. Not enough time, guys. There's just not enough time.
To be honest, from my point of view, I mainly live stream compared to video editing. Pretty much because Twitch puts you into exclusive contracts. Like, as soon as you become a Twitch affiliate, you're locked into an exclusive contract when you're streaming to Twitch. So I'd say for the time being, stay away from the affiliate contract and try and grow your community on all 3 platforms. And once one of them offers you a partnership, then think about it then. Because if you're a partner on YouTube and Facebook, they still will allow you to stream to other platforms simultaneously. Oh God, I couldn't get English. pretty much you'll be able to stream to any platform while you're partnered with YouTube and Facebook. So that's the only upsides with other platforms. But Twitch, as soon as you become an affiliate, you cannot stream to any other platform while you're streaming to Twitch. Worlds with the JT has asked, does Freedom make it easier for their partners to get in contact with other partners for collabs?
So yes, we do. We have our community forums where we encourage people to introduce themselves and connect, as well as on our Discord servers. You can get the links at mgn.tv, the website, for the Discord. And of course, we are always trying to create communities around games. We have a new World of Warcraft community at wow.mgn.tv, another website. We have a Destiny 2 community that Brad Hahn is managing. That's at destiny2.mgn.tv. We're building a Minecraft wiki for all the Minecraft players. What's a wiki? A video wiki. Basically a wiki with a video on every page showing exactly what the text is describing with screenshots. So there's a lot of ways that we connect creators, connecting strangers to collaborate.
Hey, that's cool. That's awesome. Another question from Brad. Do you think that if we reach a certain goal or milestone, we can get George playing WoW or Destiny for a video?
Well, if you like to see George failing and sucking at games he isn't very good at, absolutely. Happy to oblige.
Fair enough. Best marketing practices for your YouTube content.
Okay, sorry, can you, best marketing practices for your YouTube content. So I recommend upload to all the platforms, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. And I recommend blogging, what we call OVOB, one video, one blog, OVOB, where you create a WordPress site and embed your video, write some compelling editorial text with screenshots underneath, and that will get you more views. You can see our OVOBs at www.tip.tm, tip.tm, and www.mgn.tv. Those are great examples you can learn from.
Awesome. Does Freedom still have cryptocurrency miner?
Yes, we've rebranded it as Ignis, and you can go to www.ignis.tm, ignis.tm, and it's a cashless fan funding product. But we will also launch a standalone crypto miner where you can use your own computer to mine for yourself. Ignis is about supporting your favorite creator, where you can, instead of giving them money each month as a donation, you can give them your CPU and GPU time. So when you mine, the revenue will go to the creator that you're supporting. So there's two ways to support your favorite creator: pay them cash or run Ignis. But yeah, that's coming soon.
Alright, Showtime asks, so how do you rank YouTube video? Any tips, thanks? I have no idea, but...
For ranking YouTube videos, well, that is mostly with backlinks. YouTube will reward videos just like they reward websites when there's a lot of people linking to that video and watching that video. So yes, you can upload a video and try to track your watch time, but post your video on different websites. Create a blog with your web video embedded with good text and screenshots below it, as I mentioned earlier. This gives YouTube signals that rank your video higher in the YouTube search engine because you're getting basically shout outs. Every time someone links your video off YouTube or in a post in a social media, it gives a signal that that video is important and helps rank it.
Yeah. Yep. Basic SEO, I guess. Alright, here's something that I definitely want to know what happened to. What happened to your Heartbeat, the Chrome extension?
Yeah, so Google AdSense, not Google AdSense, Google Play Store decided that we're not allowed to modify the YouTube UI with a Chrome extension. Now, obviously, TubeBuddy and vidIQ modified the YouTube UI, so they got an exception, and we did not. So with that policy, the whole point of Heartbeat was changing the YouTube UI to add things like estimated revenue, chat buttons, just convenience things like showing tags and suggesting tags. But when we couldn't update the YouTube UI anymore, really Heartbeat didn't have a purpose. So we'd like to revisit with YouTube their decision, not YouTube, Google Play Store, their decision about this policy. But for now, there's been too many other things to work on. So it's on the back burner.
That's fair enough. I mean, I'm sure you guys will be able to find something to work around it all, because obviously the other platform plugins have found a way around it. I'm sure Heartbeat will as well in the future as well.
Yeah, and we have a lot of ideas for Chrome extensions, but first we need to build more of the websites, like we're building MGN.tv and tip.tm. And like I mentioned, Freedom Music, those are all new projects. And once we establish traffic and grow those, we'll introduce Chrome extensions for them.
Awesome. Well, Freedom is safe on no safe for content creators in the future. I really don't know what it means, but if you know how to answer this, go for it.
Well, I think Freedom is safe because we help you stay compliant with YouTube policy. We give you music that's completely cleared and safe for uploading to YouTube. We give you graphics. We give you a lot of community to work with, collaborate with. So yes, I think Freedom is very safe, certainly safer than if you're trying to figure all that out yourself, get your own music, get your own graphics, find your own collaborators. It's harder.
Yeah, like before we actually started the stream, I was actually playing a bunch of songs from Position Music. Well, that's what it was called before. I don't know what it's called now. Cell Dweller, which is actually one of my favorite bands. It's like EDM, darkcore type of stuff. It was pretty awesome. So yeah, definitely look into what Freedom has for its partnerships. Like Cell Dweller is one of my most actual favorite artists, to be honest. So yeah. Do aspiring MGN partners have to partner with Freedom, or is there another application process?
Do aspiring MGN partners have to partner with Freedom, or is another application? So first of all, you'll notice I finally figured out what was causing my shiny forehead. So I think my lighting is better now. MGN partners should apply at Freedom. Freedom is the parent company, the brand which represents YouTube partnership. MGN is also a gaming brand for YouTubers, but it's all under the Freedom family. So yes, start at freedom.tm, and then you can join MGN. You can join an MGN community like MGN WoW, MGN Destiny 2, the Minecraft community. You could work with our music partners where we have deals with Sony, Warner, Interscope, and Atlantic for promoting their commercial music, or a host of other places on our Discord and community forums. But yeah, it's all part of the Freedom family. Good question.
Awesome. What do you like to see Freedom in the next 10 years? An MCN or more than a MCN?
Next 10 years, huh? It's hard to say. I mean, we were only 7 years old, so that's doubling our age plus 3. But I can say in the next few years, we're going to go big on game publishing. We want to prove to the world that we can launch a successful business off YouTube using YouTube to accelerate its growth. And so far, it's going really well. But 2021 will be the big test. If we can launch 10 games and have like 10 success stories with maybe one home run, we'll have proven the model, and then we will do it for other industries. So that's all. That's the big focus now, is off YouTube businesses launched using the YouTube MCN and all the partners inside to make them successful.
Awesome. Good question. I recall Freedom having offices in Dubai. Any chance of an office tour now that a few years has passed?
Ah, yes. So Freedom is in Dubai because I am in Dubai. I am Freedom in Dubai. My wife and I moved here 2 years ago from the Philippines. We spent 5 years in Manila in the Philippines, now 2 years in Dubai, and that's the 7 years of freedom right there. So we are looking to grow the people in Dubai. We already brought 2 people from abroad to relocate. That's Alex and Cherry. These are 2 Freedom partners. Each have about 1 million subscribers on their channels.
Oh,
And we also hired Alex. He's full-time with us, managing our Freedom Music division. So yes, we do want to build a team here in Dubai and bring people to Dubai, where we would help them relocate, find a place to stay, and just hopefully have an adventure that will help them in life. I certainly am a world traveler. I moved from Canada, where it was nice and safe and cozy and warm, to the US. Then I moved further south to California. Then I moved very far east to Taiwan, where I met my future wife, Xenia. Then I spent about 6 months in the Southeast Asia, moved back to Canada, quickly moved back to the Philippines to start Freedom, now in Dubai. So it's been an amazing journey. I think it opened my eyes a lot to the world and made me a better person, more wise, more experienced. I met a lot of awesome friends in each country. And I think that would be good for everybody who enjoys traveling, who sees it as an adventure. So yeah, we'd love to bring people to Dubai.
hey, awesome. Question for me: do you still have offices in the Philippines?
Yeah, we had a big office in the Philippines, over 1,000 square meters. It was huge.
I
We
mean, do you
closed it
still have it?
because of COVID.
Do you still have the office space back there? Or
Yeah, so now we've changed to a remote environment. Everyone works from home. 100% of the people in Freedom work in their pajamas or so in front of their computers at home.
alright, cool. A question from Worlds with JT asks, How many more employees do you plan on bringing to Dubai?
It depends on how many people want to come. It's really no limit. We could bring 100. That would be all the freedom. But
Wow.
we've, as I said, brought only two. And it's a big decision because Dubai is a very unique environment. It's very modern, very safe, but it is Dubai. It's a desert. It's hot in the summers. You get to 50 degrees Celsius, which is 122 degrees Fahrenheit on the hot days. Not so pleasant, but it's also artificial. There is no nature here. There is a lot of ocean, a lot of like just sand, and they've built up a lot of parks and a lot of malls and a lot of places to go. As a tourist, it's a tourist driven economy, but you're not going to be, you know, seeing big lakes or forests or hiking or skiing. So it's not for everyone.
Fair enough. I'm pretty sure I watched the video on the. I think it was either your channel or on Freedom channel. You're living like right next to the ocean. It's a beautiful view of your house. Holy damn, it's beautiful. When you were
Yeah, if you
maybe
go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/George Vanous, or just start at youtube.com/freedom, go to channels, and then you'll see my link there. I have a lot of videos about Dubai, and you're welcome to explore them if this is an interesting opportunity. It's a beautiful place. It really is.
hey, awesome. Skydiving is an option. Hint,
And you
from
can
Brad.
skydive, as Brad mentioned. Yes, I jumped out of an airplane 13,000 feet above Dubai on my birthday because my wife thought that would be a fun way to celebrate. The good news is she jumped before me. She didn't push me.
So all right, that's good. That is actually awesome, and I'd be freaking terrified of jumping out of a plane.
Actually, I see a question from Ibi. That
Ever.
was actually about 10 minutes ago. Hey,
Never.
George, where do you see freedom going in the next few years with all the changes in YouTube? Yeah, I touched on this in the previous answers. We are launching off YouTube businesses, leveraging the YouTube MCN because YouTube has become so difficult to scale with all their restrictions. So instead of trying to get back to like 10,000 partners in freedom, we instead want to build 10,000 partners in businesses off YouTube, like game publishing, like music publishing, like communities around games like World of Warcraft, on forums, on Discord servers. That's our focus now, is to create these off YouTube communities and still build YouTube. I'm not saying we're giving up on YouTube. We're going to grow our YouTube network always. But before it was like an 80% focus. Now it's like a 30% focus and 70% off YouTube.
Right. Awesome. Did Freedom? Oh god, I can't believe someone else this. Did Freedom ever give away that car in the sponsorship all those years ago?
Did Freedom ever give away that car? Okay. So the problem with that giveaway was at the time, the rule was when Freedom hits 100 million, I think it was views, 100 million
I think it was,
views
yeah.
in the Freedom Network, then we're going to give away a car. And the views were published on our About page, the
Yeah, I
youtube.com
remember that.
freedom/about. They would show you your total subscribers, total views, total number of channels. And then they changed the user interface and removed it. There was no longer a publicly visible location where YouTube showed how many views were in Freedom. And so the contest was the first person to correctly guess, or as close as possible, the day that we hit 100 million views, as proven as what? As you see on those about pages.
Yeah.
It was like, well, what are we just gonna tell people? Oh yeah, we hit 100 million views today. It'd be like, well, that's convenient. This person won. You just said that because you wanted him to win, right? So we didn't
Classic
have
YouTube.
an independent way to validate the winner, and so we kind of just stopped it. It's a good point. We should run it again using a variation of the rules that are still publicly visible in the new YouTube interface. I guess that's one of the things we need to do in 2021.
So what, doesn't YouTube give you that access in the CMS dashboard or anything like that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we see the numbers internally, but there's no way. I mean, we could just put it on our website, but the point is, we can't change those numbers. What we need is something where no one can say, "Oh, Freedom, you're just cheating. You just made that so this person could win." Like, we want to have something only YouTube can update, so there's no question of the accuracy of the number.
Yeah. I get it.
That's the goal. Yeah.
I get it. Alright, so IBM Gaming asked, that's good. Do you think YouTube changes in MCN requirements ultimately harmed Freedom and other MCNs? I feel like it definitely hurt Freedom as a community.
So it's a question about total effect. Certainly the number of channels dropped. Look, at our peak, we had 300,000 channels partnered with Freedom in September 2015. So 5 years ago, 300K channels. 300,000. Today, 2,000. So you might think, wow, Freedom lost 99.4% of its channels. That means it's like a fraction of its former self. But if you look at the total, we have more revenue, more views, more subscribers in the aggregate of these 2,000 channels now than we had 5 years ago with 300,000 channels. And that's, of course, because they were much smaller channels. And the 2,000 left are the top 2,000. So I do think it was a blow. It harmed us having to unlink so many channels because many of those channels just gave up. They felt without the help that Freedom gave them that they should, they just give up. They stopped making videos. So the potential was lost from, future PewDiePies. But overall, Freedom as a business, as a company, as a community, it's actually larger if you look at revenue, subscribers, and views. There's more in the network with only 2,000 subscribers than there were ever.
Yeah. Sweet. Good answer. Definitely a good answer. Will Freedom Games ever branch off to platforms other than Steam?
Yes, we are publishing on Humble Bundle. We are publishing on PlayStation, on Xbox. We are publishing on the Epic Store. All of this is coming. We haven't launched any games on those platforms yet. But as I said, we've only published 2. We have 7 already signed, 7 more. And some of those will be going on the consoles, on the Epic Store, and on Humble Bundle, in addition to Steam.
Awesome. That is awesome. Well, let me actually refresh the page for the Google Doc. Alright, that's all the questions that we have in the Google form. So we'll give it like a minute or so for everyone from Twitch and YouTube to ask additional questions for you.
Yeah, I see Chill Time was asking for a fresh channel. It's no difference if it's a fresh channel or established channel, Chill Time. We have a general requirement of the 5,000 subscribers and 100,000 views in the last 30 days. But of course, we do make exceptions, especially if you already have a channel with freedom and you are just looking to add a second channel. For those cases, we'll typically invite the second channel as soon as you become YPP enabled. YouTube does have a rule that you have to be YPP enabled before you can get an invite to join a network like Freedom. So that means 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days. But yeah, for a fresh channel, it just needs to reach those numbers at least.
Right, cool. Um, well, there's no new questions, so uh,
So there's one thing I do want to say, which is very fresh news. I haven't made a video about it, but I plan to later today or tomorrow. And YouTube verified for channels in a network without an active AdSense account, your monetization will be turned off on February 4th, 2021. So you have between now and February 4th, which is 2 months, to make sure when you go to your YouTube channel, it says active next to your AdSense account, even if you're partnered with Freedom, because come February 4th, YouTube will turn off monetization. Now, it's not a demonetization. It's not a YPP suspension. You don't get unlinked from the YouTube network, and the YouTube network does not get an abuse event if your channel doesn't have an active AdSense account. All of this YouTube confirmed today in an email. And they said that what they'll do is they'll pause monetization. As soon as your AdSense account becomes active, they'll unpause. And it applies to all forms of monetization: Super Chat, membership, YouTube Red, or YouTube Premium, as they call it now, and AdSense. So it's very important. Everyone has to have an active AdSense account by February 4th. Otherwise, you'll make no money.
that's fair enough. I reckon people should at least have
Another
an
YouTube
active chat.
rule.
Yeah, just another brilliant thing from our gods of YouTube, I guess. But
Sorry, I interrupted you. What was the question again?
it wasn't a question.
Oh, not a question. Observation.
If my channel is demonetized by YouTube, is Freedom unlinked my channel or not? I'll put that in the chat quickly. There we go.
Yeah, so if a channel is demonetized by YouTube, that means YouTube will unlink your channel, not Freedom. YouTube, whenever it demonetizes a channel, it will unlink it from our CMS as part of the punishment. Because YouTube's rule is a channel must be monetized and in the YPP for it to be eligible to be in a network. If you get demonetized, you are losing YPP. And so YouTube unlinks you and we can't control it. We have no say in the matter. But that doesn't apply on February 4th. As I said, if you don't have an active AdSense account, there's no penalty. So your monetization will be paused. It is demonetized, but it's a nuance. It's like you're demonetized for an inactive AdSense, which is not so bad. So you don't get unlinked. And as soon as you've enabled an active AdSense, you'll get unpaused and you'll be back in monetization. That's a strange one, but look, that's what YouTube said.
YouTube's our Lord and Savior. God bless God. Google. Alright, George, thank you for accepting my rush interview, I guess.
No, it was great. I was very happy to be here, and you had There were good questions from the audience. Thank you for asking. I hope you all found it helpful, enjoyable, and be sure to check out our website tip.tm and mgn.tv for a lot more content from us at Freedom.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. I haven't. Alright, well. Sorry. Sorry, I do apologize. I have an old channel that still shows up, the YouTube partner agreement. I've tried to link it to AdSense. It doesn't meet the monetization criteria, but it shows the YouTube partnership agreement is that because prior or having partnership.
Yeah, I see the question from Words with JT on Twitch.
Yeah.
That's a strange one. I think as long as it says active next to AdSense, you're fine, but you're saying you cannot link it because it doesn't meet the monetization criteria. I don't think AdSense has like 1,000 subscriber, 4,000 watch hour criteria. I think you can link an AdSense even on a brand new channel. So
as far as I know, you can link up AdSense as soon as you create it for like website advertisements, like old style stuff. Like what news agencies do with like plastering ads all over their website. So yeah. Right, so I hope you're alright with another question. Right, so it means if I have a partner with Freedom, but during the contract YouTube demonetizes my channel, is Freedom pausing my contract or still partner with Freedom? Yeah, let me get a comment. It's on YouTube from Chill Time.
So if I have partner with Freedom and during the contract, YouTube demonetizes my channel. So with Freedom, you are a Freedom partner as long as you are in our CMS. If YouTube unlinks you for whatever reason, like being demonetized, then you are no longer a Freedom partner because the definition is you have to be in our YouTube CMS. But I would like to extend that definition because we want to work with the channels that cannot enter our CMS because they're too small. But we haven't done that yet. It'd be like a different type of partnership. Anyway, there's technical details about music licensing that requires a channel to be in our CMS for the license to apply. But I'd like, for example, even small channels to have access to the music that we've licensed if they're not in our CMS. Another thing to do for 2021.
Yeah, another thing. Alright, guys. Words with JT. I'm gonna put your last two messages to George to answer, and then we're gonna end it off here because I'm pretty sure George wants to get off and do other things and stuff like that. And we'll leave it at that. So, and I'll quick derp. Oh my god, I forgot to press Control C. There we go.
Sorry, I didn't hear anything for the last like 10 seconds.
There we go.
There we go. Now I hear it.
Alright. These are the last messages that
Okay, you're typing it out.
Wordsworth
Great.
JT sent. And yeah. Here we go. It's been almost an hour,
Yeah, thanks,
guys.
everyone. But yeah, Words with JT, as I said, if you're not in our CMS, you're not a Freedom partner. That's the definition. You have to be linked. Your channel has to be linked to a Freedom CMS to be a Freedom partner.
Yeah, good. There we go. All right, everyone. Please thank George for joining me on the stream on YouTube and Twitch. George, what do you have going for yourself right now, either personally or business-wise, with Freedom and MGN?
Okay, so I heard, what have I got going for a person or business, and then?
For yourself personally or business-wise, for like Freedom and
Personally.
MGN.
Well, personally, I always encourage people to stay healthy. I've recently started exercising. I'm on day 70, which means I've been 70 days in a row going to the gym. And I would encourage everyone to do the same. If a 45-year-old CEO of Freedom can get to the gym, so can you at least a few times a week, is what I like to say. But yeah, personally, I try to stay fit, eat healthy, spend time with family, and yeah, work on Freedom. We have a lot of things to do, a lot of goals. We want to become a publicly traded company one day. We want to go IPO as a NASDAQ tech-focused group of media companies. And we are 9 companies in 8 countries today. So it's a big organization, but there's still a lot to do.
Do you have anything you want to say that's coming to Freedom or MGN for the community or whatever? I'm not good for this.
Something for the community at
MGN? Yeah. What do you think we're going to do later on for the community for Freedom and MGN in the coming months?
What is the goal for the community over the next few months? Was that the question?
I don't know, something like that.
I'm just getting bits and pieces of your speaking.
And let me actually put it in details.
All right, typing it out.
Yeah. There we go.
What do you have for the quick future of MGN and Freedom in the coming months? So in the coming months, we will be launching gaming sites for World of Warcraft, Destiny 2, Minecraft. We will be launching more games that we'll publish on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, and Humble Bundle. And we hope to launch a music dashboard at music.tm. That's a new website. You can try going to www.music.tm to see what's there right now. But we hope to launch that in early 2021 for all the record labels we work with.
I see it. Yeah, we'll share that quickly.
And that's it.
Awesome. All right, guys.
All right, thanks, everyone.
This is the... Oh, damn it, it's restricted. Damn it. As of right now, it's just restricted for me right now, so hey, there we go. Alright, George, again, thank you for coming on and letting me pestering you for coming on.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again sometime.
Hey, it would definitely...
Okay, everyone.
Yeah. Alright, just everyone, just for coming to the stream, and I'll talk to you guys later. And George, I'll talk to you soon quickly after the outro. Alright.
Bye-bye.
Peace, guys. Alright, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Let me end this off professionally. Give me a second. There we go. Alright. Peace.
edge of the hellfire. It's the end of an empire. In the line of the gunfire. It's the end of an empire. Again, it's the end of an empire. A start, an end, a rise and fall. No system eternal and no one immortal. Creation all but dead and destruction. We cannot change the fate of civilization. Start, lay down for symbols of power. Rise, fall, constructs of a mortal mind. Life span, conquered in the brightest hour. But now we all fall in time. Through space and time, we can't escape this power of time. At the edge of the hellfire, it's the end of an empire. In the line of the gunfire, it's the end of an empire. Again, it's the end of an time. Love, take comes, each of us riding. Dreams, over the realms of our hearts and minds. Space, mind, touch us, the death is awaiting. See, but even death will end at time. Through space and time, we can't escape this power of time. At the edge of the hellfire, it's the end of an empire. In the line of the gunfire, it's the end of an empire. Again, it's the end of an in the death of a desire. It's the